how to automatically animate a pen drawing animation in Alight Motion. Making the pen. Add a rectangle shape. Make it tall and thin, like a pen body. Then from the top right ellipsis, select Convert to Outline. Go to Edit Points and add a point at the middle of the two endpoints and bring the point a bit lower. Also, curve that point. From Border and Shadow, enable Stroke. Add a circle, this will be the pen butt, and make it the same size as the pen, with decreased height for matching the pen's perspective. Add a triangle shape for the tip, then rotate, position, and style it. You can also add a lid or nib by duplicating the triangle and making it smaller. I don't want it, so your wish. Once we had the pen, select all the nibs by the lead thumbs and put them in a group. Take the pen group, go to Move and Transform. Tap on the location icon to activate the pivot point, then place the pivot point at the tip of the pen. Making the ink. To make the ink the pen will draw, add a vector drawing layer. Now just add some random points, curving some of them. Go to Color and Fill and set the fill to none. Go to Border and Shadow and enable the stroke property. Next, go to Effects, and from the Drawing and Edge category, add the Drawing Progress effect. You can also use the Draw Gradually preset, but you might forget to remove the animation easing and get stressed out later. So, pick the standard settings. Select the End property. Add a keyframe with the end value at 0. Add another keyframe at the end of the layer and set its value to 100. This will make the ink being drawn animation. Making the pen follow the ink. Bring the vector layer under the pen group. Now take the pen group, go to Effects, and from the Move Transform category, add the Move Along Path effect. You can use the Start to End preset. To have the pen follow, the progress property of the effect makes the pen stick from the start of the path and move along the path as the progress property progresses. You do notice how the pen is rotating automatically at all angles? If you don't want that, just turn off Rotate Automatically. Now, if you want the pen to rotate, you can just animate the orientation property. Inset-Outset allows the layer to follow from above or below the path. Maintain a distance, or none if you want. The Offset property is useful for correcting any off movements of the pen, such as when the pen is not following the ink currently at a certain point. If that happens, you can add keyframes and adjust the X and Y values of the offset, which simply adjusts the position of the pen. If you change the vector path through edit points, the pen will automatically follow this new path. Writing text. If you were to add a text to the Alight Motion, on iOS there's an option to convert it to outline, which Android does not have. So to make the pen write text, you'll have to make the text yourself using vector drawing. Special. Note that whatever shape you put under the pen group, the pen will follow that shape's path. That also means we can do cool stuff like this. You might be wondering if this works with freehand drawing. Unfortunately, it does not. The pen needs a vector path to follow, and freehand layers do not make those paths. Transition idea. Now I'm going to give you a teeny tiny idea. We can make a vector head of the character be drawn by the pen and then transition to our character. Like, that'd be so cool. Finally, the hand holding the pen. I've drawn a little hand in Alight Motion. I can directly group the hand with the pen and it'll work. However, I want to have more control over it, so I'll parent the hand layers to a null layer. Now, moving the null layer will move the hand too. Next, I'll parent the hand to the pen by parenting the null layer, which controls the hand. It might get rotated weirdly, so you'll need to fix that. And you're pretty much done. This method is for you if you want more control over the hand. If you're satisfied with just a hand holding the pen and no extra movements, then just group your hand to the pen, set the pivot points, and it'll work. If you're curious how I did this, then check out this tutorial next.